Hey everybody, it's me, James, and today it's just another shave. Today is Saturday, August 19th, 2017, and for today's shaving cream today is going to be the St. James of London Sandalwood and Bergamot. Hey, what's up, Bacon Cutter? So that is going to be the shaving cream for today. Great stuff. All right. The razor is going to be the Morley. The W.H. Morley Clover brand, which comes out of Germany. Barber's notch. And probably a 3/4 grind. Hollow. But just a really nice razor. Just in design. And it should go pretty well. Again, this was from Gross Legacy Razors, so Grose. The brush, well, the brush is a little something different. Crown King, Douglas had put out here recently that they were going to stop doing brushes for now. And so he had his brushes on sale. This is the one that had, this isn't the Plasson fiber, but it's still pretty soft. Hey, what's up, Steven? Good evening. But it's still really soft, and he described the one was described like Plasson, the other one he considered like a silver boar. But if you guys ever had boar in your hand, you know how thick the boar bristle is. And these are nothing like boar bristle as far as thickness. They're really, really fine hairs, really soft. Now, maybe he was talking about the backbone or the brush on how the knot is set. I don't know because I haven't asked him specifically. Hey, what's up, Dark Side? Thanks for stopping by, brother. But, you know, he's got this particular one that's ribbed for her pleasure. All right, so here we go. We're going to lather up. This is my Mile High City Denver Bowl. I usually only use this one when I have handles that are a little bit longer that can get down in here. Oh man, so this sandalwood and bergamot from St. James of London reminds me a whole lot of Jermyn Street from Tobbs, Taylor of Vauban Street. So if you're familiar with that, that's pretty much what this one is to my sniffer. This will be a bowl lather or mug lather. So now I'm just going to introduce a little bit of water. A lot more than a little bit, but we'll start with the tips. Just to keep it going. I have the cream there, so if I need to put any more in there, just to raise the density, then I can. I really don't want it too airy. But at the same time, I thought I had plenty of product in there, which I still think I did. It's just making sure that it's incorporated into the rest. The moisture water into the cream. There we go. Creamy goodness. Melted ice cream right there. So I'm going to lightly dampen my cheeks. I've already taken a shower here, but just to get the skin moist again. I'm going to do it with a washcloth today. Set that cloth down. And today's razor is going to be the W.H. Morley Clover brand. So, just get this. Smells wonderful. Oh, if you like German Street, you should like this a lot because it smells similar. Okay, Dark Side. You said about Williams. Asking about lathering. Oh yeah, look at that. This is a really stiff knot. I haven't measured it loft wise. I believe it's a 26. It's at least a 24, but it could be a 26. There we go. Oh yeah. Plenty in there. Oh, well, Dark Side, it really depends on the on how much product you're putting on there to begin with, and then really the only advice I can give is what I try to take for anything I have is add moisture to it slowly, and just understand it's not going to build as quickly as a lot of other soaps may. Right now, I basically did a mug lather, Stephen. With my creams, like a real cream, I will almost always do some type of bowl mug lather. With soaps, I will take a portion of the soap out, Stephen. And always put that in the bottom of whatever I'm going to use to load it. And just think of it as like maybe a large pea, medium-sized hailstone flattened out into a bottom of a container, and then from there you load from that if you're going to do a soap. And most of the time it'll still be there for the next time you need it, depending on your water type. And for me, that's true with Sterling's, Katie's, just about any type of soap I use. I can do that Dapper Dragon, Soap Commander. From what I can tell, even though I kind of took that aggressive on what I just did, this is another good edge from Logan. All right. I mean, Dark Side, you talking about an 8,000 grit honing stone? Remember, the only thing that can be called grit are non-naturals. Only synthetics can be related to grit. So, in your question, can you shave with an 8 grit edge? There are people that shave with 8 grit edges and they're fine with that. I don't, but you're asking, can you? Sure you could. But it just really depends on your skin type and your hair type on to whether it will still feel comfortable versus a more keen edge from a 12K and anything above that comparison level. All right, I'm gonna rinse off real quick and I'll be back for pass 2. Four roses. Salute. Oh, yeah. go. Most people that are buying razors shave ready do not need any of the lower stones, so you just shave or save up and buy what you need to refresh it, which is basically like a finishing stone. Most of us probably started out that way, like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I just need to refresh my razors. So we bought the higher grit stones first, and then as we're like, you know what, I really want to be able to take my razor's edge from beginning to end, then you bought the coarser stones, because you wanted to learn how to take a razor from start to finish rather than just refreshing. So put your money in those finishing quality stones, ones that most people agree upon. Most 12K synthetics, people all will say you can get a good shave from them. But man, that's really nice. Look at that cream, man. Look at that. All right. There we go. Still have plenty in there too. Plenty. So here we go with pass 2. My son's at work tonight. They had their official first game yesterday, but they lost. Poor guy. They lost bad. But it was like one of the top schools in the area that they played. I just, you feel bad for your kid when they go through some butt whipping like that. I would never suggest a natural stone of any type for your first finishers. I would always go with something that you know for a effing fact will work, like a Nanoa or a Shapton 12K. Don't go with that other stuff. If it doesn't get the approval of 99% of the folks and that know what they're talking about as far as honing, don't go with anything natural. Go with synthetic, because you're going to get a synthetic that's good if you go with a Shapton or a Nanoa. You don't want people guessing on what the frickin' rating of your stone is. If it's a natural stone, there is no rating. There isn't. Just whatever you get. The only stones that get actual ratings are synthetic stones, period. because they're the only ones that really have a process of grinding it down, having the fine particles, and getting the ISO standard for whatever it is. Period. No one else does that. You can't do that with synthetics. That's why if someone says, oh, this is like an 8K. No. Or definitely, while they can say like, but if they say it is an 8K, then stay away from them. I thought I took that one off. Oh, Mom. Everything natural is going to be natural. The one thing about natural stones is it doesn't mean that they can't give you a really nice edge, because they can. What it means is that you have to be ready to take the time to see how that edge turns out. Now, for me personally, that's the fun with Japanese natural stones. Is that you get that time to be able to learn them. You get Japanese stones from a credible source. There's not much else out there that you'll need, as long as it's for razors, not for knives. Or swords. Yep, exactly, Stephen. He will put up stuff on his site, Keith Johnson, Toma Nagura. That he's already used. He's not just putting up stones that he receives and throwing them up there. He's putting up stones that he's used and saying, hey, you know what, you're going to get you learn the stone, you're going to get a good shade from it. That's what he's basically saying. All right. So that's good on that. I'm going to rinse off real quick. And yeah, I know my rinsing sessions can go a little bit longer. I'll try to keep this one a little shorter. I'll be right back. So now I'm going to grab the alum. And I'll use the shorter Naturally Fresh today. There we go. Oh, just a little bit of sting here and there. Not too bad. This was just mostly because I wanted to shave. There we go. Wanted to use the St. James of London. There we are. All right. So, again, that was from the Crown King sale that Douglas had to get rid of his brushes. And it did well. Thicker knot, short loft, but if you saw the lather from the shave, it did well with the St. James of London cream. Getting to it, St. James of London cream. Sandalwood and bergamot. Oh, awesome scent. Again, it smells like Taylor Row, Bond Street's German Street. So that's what it smells like to me. Very much later, I'll be using the matching cologne. It's not an aftershave, it's straight up cologne. So that's what I'll be using. But in the interim, I'll be using the Soap Commander Inspiration, just because it has some citrus elements to it that can kind of help match up to it. So I'll be using the Soap Commander Balm Inspiration. Alright, here we go with Thayer's Witch Hazel. Work that in my palm. Oh yeah. Next shave I probably will not have on camera. I don't think I will. I may. Oh yeah, that was nice. Teta slap for Jaime. Rinsing my hands. Again with the cloth. There. On that. You know what? I'm going to do like Steve a little bit. I'm going to grab the itty bitty tail. And here we go. There. Just like Steve. And salute, 4 roses. About 3 weeks away, NFL football, Denver Broncos. All right. Trying out to go tea a little bit. Here we go with the Inspiration Balm from Soap Commander. Japanese grapefruit. Only takes a little. So here we go. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna need that. Just to help keep this old skin supple. I got some popsicles. Oh old freezer full down in the cellar. Oh! Alright. There you go. For everybody that's been praying, thank you. Please continue your prayers, not just for me, again, for my wife as well. She's leaving on Monday evening to go for her flight attendant interview process, and they're paying for that for her to go out there to Denver. So just pray for my wife that she'll be confident in herself. She won't be overwhelmed, and that everything works out to God's plan. For me, I got my interview on Tuesday officially, and it's going to be at 10:30 in the morning. And just pray that, again, I would represent my thoughts well, and if it's the match that they need, that for me as well and my family, financially, everything all together. We would all appreciate that. Thank you, Stephen. And God bless you all until I see you next time. Peace.